So imagine you bought a pair of magic fish. These magic fish can produce an equal number of every color fish. A red one blue one chartreuse one, and so on. You take your fish home and you get them set up in your fish tank. Eventually your fish tank fills up with an equal number of every color fish. So now, in addition to being beautiful, these fish help maintain the health of the fish tank. The red fish helps maintain the pH, the blue fish help fight bacteria, and the chartreuse fish help to keep the water oxygenated. So you care for your fish for many years, and you notice after a certain amount of time, there's an awful lot of red fish in your fish tank. And some of the other colored fish are starting to disappear, and your tank doesn't look so healthy anymore. Eventually, your fish tank is almost all red fish, and it is very clear that your tank is sick. So you go back to the fish store and you ask the rainbow fish expert for help. And they tell you your options. You can buy more of the colored fish that are disappearing to try and help restore the health of your tank, but you have to do this for as long as you own the tank. The only potential way to fix the problem is you take your fish tank, stick it in the microwave, and nuke it until everything looks dead. But if you don't kill everything, the problem may come back. So neither of these options sound super appealing, do they? Having to constantly buy new colored fish seems like it would be super timely and costly. And nuking your fish tank, it seems really extreme. Why can't we just directly address the error that's causing your magic fish to overproduce a certain type of colored fish? Well, this is a scenario that arises when people develop age-related blood cancers known as MDS. Normally, in healthy individuals, blood-producing cells in our bone marrow produce an equal number of all the cells of our blood. Red blood cells for carrying oxygen, white blood cells for fighting infection, and platelets for stopping bleeding. In MDS, your blood-producing cells overproduce certain types of blood cells at the expense of others, leading to the formation of cancer. These individuals have poor oxygenation in their blood, they have problems fighting infection, they bleed easier, and they bleed longer. So the only therapy widely available to MDS patients is blood transfusions, kind of like going out and buying more colored fish. The only potential way to cure MDS is through a bone marrow transplant, where patients' blood-producing cells are eliminated using either chemotherapy or radiation and then replaced with donor cells, like having to nuke your fish tank and start over with new magic fish. So, just like with your fish tank, these are not great options. They're super invasive and costly, and most patients are not able to receive the only potentially curative therapy due to other age-related illnesses or donor availability. So, unlike with your fish tank, we do have a good understanding of what errors are occurring in MDS. Unfortunately, we have yet to understand how these errors lead to the development of MDS, which has prevented us to date from developing targeted therapeutics. My work studies the most frequent error that occurs in MDS patients' blood cells to try and understand how it disrupts blood cell function. The goal of my work is to develop targeted therapies so that we can directly address the problem rather than having to nuke the fish tank. Up next is Lucy, who will tell you about a new strategy for global marine life protection that stems from sustainable fish practices.